If you have ever laid hands on your wife, or you've ever laid hands on a woman that you loved, I understand that sometimes women can just, they can nag at you and they can get on your nerves. But if you've ever laid hands on your wife, she's not the problem. You are. Because it says he who loves his wife loves himself. To lay hands on your wife is a reflection of your self-hate. You can walk out of the room. You can disconnect yourself from the situation. But to lay hands on her, you are the problem and you need help. If you recognize that you are dealing with self-hate, do not rush to get married because you're setting up a woman to be abused. If you're dealing with self-hate, you can't stand the things you do. You criticize yourself I mean, like you are everybody would say I'm my own worst critic, but you really beat yourself down, right? Like you just as plain as and simple, you hate yourself. There are many things about you that you always like, you're always constantly in this place of guilt and in this box of shame. Get help. Maybe you need to go through therapy. Maybe you need to talk to your pastor. Maybe you need to, open up and talk to some men who you can be accountable with, who can sharpen you, who you can be vulnerable with and transparent with. Do not do that to a woman. Because you might say, no, I've never touched a woman before. If you hate yourself, it's going to show in your marriage. It's going to show in your marriage. A man who lays hands on his woman, a man who mistreats his wife, actually is the evidence of self-hate. Take time to work on you. Heal what was broken. It's not that you have to be perfect to get married, but this is a serious thing. If you hate yourself, heal before you get into a marriage. And if you're already in a marriage and your blind spot is to think that the woman is the problem, let me tell you right now, you are the problem. No matter how she talks to you, no matter what she did to you, to touch your wife. That's why the Bible is very specific in this. It says, love your own wives as your own body. He who loves his wife loves himself. You cannot touch her and say, "Oh, you're a good man. She just annoyed you." No, you don't really like yourself. And that's not to shame or condemn you. No, it's the awareness brings healing. If you're aware that there is something deep down in me that is deeply broken and wounded, then you would work on fixing that and not blame shifting. All right?